You know that feeling, don't you? You're scrolling, maybe late at night, and bam, you see this amazing online store you've never heard of, perfect dress, great top, skirt you just have to have. And the prices, wow, it's that thrill, right? The hunt for the stylish steal. But then, almost instantly, that little voice pops up. Hang on, is this actually legit? Is it too good to be true? Well, today we're not just going to listen to that voice, we're going to dive right into it. We're focusing on a specific place, Sylvia and Grace Boutique. It's one of those online stores making waves, promising trendy, affordable clothes. And they seem to really feature one fabric in particular, viscose. Now, viscose, if you care about how clothes feel, you'll know this one. It's made from natural cellulose fibers, think wood pulp. That gives it this really lovely, soft, almost silky texture, and it breathes well, it just drapes nicely, feels good. It's why it's popular for clothes that are comfy but still look, fashionable. Definitely a smart pick for a clothing brand right now.
Exactly. And that brings us to the core mission of this deep dive. Look, it's not just about sticking a label on Sylvia and Grace, legit or scam. It's more about giving you the tools, the ways to think critically so you can assess any online shop you stumble upon. Because the real, maybe shocking truth isn't always black and white. It's often about how well a site looks legit and maybe how little solid proof there is outside their own bubble.
Yeah, absolutely. So think of us as like retail detectives for this session. We'll start with those first impressions, what hits you when you land on the site. Then we'll get into the specific checks the checks that were done based on our sources. And finally, what did those checks actually reveal about this boutique? All through that lens of being a smart, safe online shopper.
Okay, let's just quickly loop back to viscose, though. Why is it such a big deal for them? I mentioned the natural fibers, the softness, the silky feel, the way it hangs, and the breathability, right? That's huge for comfort.
It really is.
So it hits both comfort and style. Why is that such a smart move for an online place these days? Well, you've kind of put your finger on it. Viscose isn't just nice to wear. It's strategically brilliant for an online store. All those qualities you mentioned, the softness, the drape, being breathable, they directly hit what lots of shoppers are looking for. I mean, in a world full of polyester and nylon, viscose feels a bit more natural, maybe, but without the super high price tag you might get with, say, pure silk or linen.
More accessible.
Exactly. So a store like Sylvia and Grace, focusing on it, they immediately grab attention. It fits perfectly with that desire for clothes you can wear easily, that feel good, but still look stylish. It's a powerful hook.
Okay, so we get the appeal of the fabric. Now, how does Sylvia and Grace actually present itself? Looking at the sources, the initial picture is, well, pretty attractive. They call themselves a trendy online store, straight up, offering stylish and affordable viscose apparel, specific garments mentioned, dresses, tops, skirts. And the promise is always that mix, quality and sophistication, but at reasonable prices.
The magic combo everyone wants.
It's a very clear pitch, isn't it? Aimed right at today's shopper. And the website itself seems designed to back that up. Our sources say it looks professional and user-friendly, which, let's face it, is table stakes now.
Absolutely. Minimum requirement.
You get clear categories, easy-to-find stuff, detailed product descriptions, good signs, and they know how to catch your eye, right? Big summer sale banner, lots of talk about the softness and style of the clothes. It feels well put together, almost polished. Does that level of polish ever feel like maybe too perfect? Is that a red flag sometimes?
That's such a good question. It really gets to the tricky part of shopping online. Look, a professional site, easy to use, that's essential. Legitimate businesses need that to build trust. But it's also the easiest part for anyone to fake.
Okay.
A slick design, tempting claims, big sale signs. They're all psychological nudges. They're designed to make you feel safe, like you found a great spot. The real danger isn't the professionalism itself. It's when we let that shiny surface stop us from digging deeper. Especially if other proof, like loads of independent reviews, just isn't there.
Right. Look past the gloss.
Exactly. Which is why the next steps, the actual checks, are so vital.
Precisely. Because, yeah, that first look at Sylvia and Grace is positive, but you always need to be cautious online. Always. Especially with a store you don't know well. So, to really get a handle on their legitimacy, the investigation focused on 3 key things. 3 checks every single online shopper should probably do. Customer reviews, the store's return policy, and how secure their payments are.
Fundamentals.
Yeah, these aren't just nice-to-haves, they're your safety net.
And it's worth pausing on why these 3 are so critical. Why are they the bedrock of trust online? Think about it. Customer reviews, even if there aren't many, they give you a glimpse from actual buyers.
Mm-hmm.
Product quality with shipping, okay, what happens if there's a problem? Peer insights.
Real world experience.
Exactly. Then, the return policy. A clear, fair policy shows the company backs its products. It says, we're confident you'll like this, but if not, we'll handle it. That builds confidence. And finally, secure payments. That's non-negotiable. It's the technical stuff, encryption and all that, protecting your credit card details. It's basic security. Together, these three give you a pretty solid picture of how reliable and customer-focused a company is.
Okay, so applying that checklist to Sylvia and Grace, what did the investigation turn up?
Well, on a couple of those key points, things look pretty good. Positive signs. For instance, the site apparently offers standard return policies. That's what you want to see.
Mm-hmm. A clear process.
It means there's a path if something isn't right. And also important, it seems to use secure payment gateways.
Hmm.
Another tick in the box suggests they're handling your financial info properly.
Right. And let's unpack standard return policies and secure payment gateways just a bit, because they sound basic, but the details matter. Standard usually means, what, 14 days, 30 days? Items unworn, tags on. The key is it easy to find and understand? Legitimate places make that clear.
Exactly. And secure payment gateways, it's more than just seeing a little padlock icon in your browser. It means they've likely invested in encrypted systems, like SSL, to scramble your card data during the transaction. It's an active protection against your info being snatched. These aren't just superficial things. They show a level of professional operation and concern for customer safety.
Okay, but here's where it gets a bit fuzzier, where the picture isn't quite as clear-cut. While those policies and payment signs are good, the source specifically notes that independent customer reviews online are somewhat limited. So it's not like there's a flood of negative comments, which would be a huge red flag.
Right.
But there just aren't that many people talking about their experiences independently, which is, a factor.
And this is really where you have to put your critical thinking cap on. Somewhat limited reviews. It doesn't automatically mean scam. Not at all. A new shop, a smaller boutique. They might just not have much volume yet.
True. Takes time.
But for you, the shopper, it means less social proof, less external validation. You're kind of taking a bigger chance, aren't you? How do you know if the sizing is weird? Or if customer service is responsive if nobody's really talking about it?
Yeah, you lose that collective wisdom.
You do. It forces you to weigh those other positive signs, the website, the policies more heavily. You have to acknowledge you're stepping into slightly less known territory. Despite this lack of abundant reviews, the overall takeaway from the source material was actually leaning positive. It concluded, the overall presentation and customer service options indicate that this is more likely a legitimate boutique rather than a scam.
Ah, interesting.
So it suggests that even with that gap in review data, the combination of factors, professional sites, stated policies, secure payments, tilted the balance towards legitimacy. It's a holistic view, recognizing the risk but seeing enough positive indicators.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up for you. What's the bottom line on Sylvia and Grace Boutique?
Well, based on this deep dive, the assessment is, let's say, cautiously optimistic. If you like the look of their stuff, especially the viscose pieces, and you want to add something stylish, it could be worth exploring. It looks the part, and it ticks some key boxes for legitimacy, particularly those secure payments and the standard returns.
And this is the really crucial but we absolutely have to stress this. Just remember to do your own research and read customer feedback before making a purchase. Always.
Do your homework.
Even with our positive initial read, your own due diligence is paramount. Every single time. Online shopping safety isn't a one-off check, it's an ongoing habit. Trust the signs, but verify them for yourself. Maybe start small.
Good idea. Test the waters.
Yeah, place a small order, see how the shipping goes, maybe interact with customer service if you need to. Always look for the latest reviews you can possibly find, see if anything's changed. Ultimately, it's about empowering yourself to make a decision you feel comfortable with. And there we have it. That's our deep dive into figuring out a new online store. We started with that initial pull, the nice fabric, the attractive website.
The hook.
Exactly. But then we moved through those vital checks, returns, payment security, and looking for those crucial, even if limited, customer reviews. It's all about getting beyond that surface appeal, right? Moving from just hoping it's good to actually making an informed choice.
Indeed, and maybe it leaves you with something to think about. In this digital world where everything online is so carefully curated, so designed to look professional and be convenient, How much do we let that slick presentation, that easy click, override our own critical thinking? Especially when solid independent proof, like lots of reviews, is maybe thin on the ground. And thinking bigger picture, if we don't consistently push back a little, if we don't do our own research, what does that mean for trust in online shopping overall?
Yeah.
Just a little something to mull over next time you're tempted by that perfect find online.